Ooh.
Go ahead.
Curious George, snowy day. George woke up to a wonderful surprise. It had snowed all night. George was curious about all that
Clean.
white snow. Maybe he could build something out of it. You go outside, George, said the man with the yellow hat. I'll make us some cocoa for later. This was going to be a perfect day. George went out to play.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. He sank into the fluffy powder. Bill, George's friend and neighbor, came by. He did not have any trouble walking on the snow. Hey, George, Bill said, I have an extra pair of country skis you can have. Then Bill showed George how to ski by making zigzags through the snow. George could not wait to try it for himself. With skis, George could stay on top of the snow, and he followed Bill uphill. Suddenly, they heard a noise.
Oink.
Oink, oink, oink. Bill said, I'm going to find out what that is. You wait here. George waited on top of the hill in the cold. His house looked too small and warm. George wanted to get home for his cocoa. Was Bill coming back? Hey, George! Bill shouted from the bottom of the hill. I couldn't find whatever made that sound, but I have to head home. Now keep the skis and have fun. So George did for a while. When George was tired, he skied down the hill toward home until he hit a rock. His skis flew off and George tumbled the rest of the way down. This is fun. George picked himself up at the bottom of the hill. What could he do now? He spotted two children pulling a sled. They were walking on the snow, but they did not have skis. How did they do it? It had to be those wide, flat shoes. They wore
Vinny.
I think he likes our snowshoes, the girl said. George nodded. Vicky?
Mm-hmm.
If you come...
Vicky and I
live on the other side of the hill, said
Vinny.
If you come home with us, we'll lend you our snowshoes so you can get home to climb aboard the sled. It was fun to sled down another hill, but now George was even farther from his house. Here you go, monkey, Vicky said. She gave George her snowshoes and climbed on the sled. Bye, Monkey. Good luck. George began his long journey home. He was cold and tried and climbed up the hill. He heard
And was hard work. And climbing up the hill was hard work.
the thought of a nice steaming cup of coffee cocoa kept him going. Oink, George looked up. There was that noise again. He decided to follow it. A cold, lost pig was he.
What?
Was he?
A cold, lost pig. And then what was
he doing but out here all by himself? And how could George rescue the polar pig? George remembered how Vinny had rescued him. What George needed was a sled. It had to be flat and big enough for the pig to sit on a fallen sign. What a ride.
Missed a line. It's okay. A fallen sign.
Nearby looked like a good choice. What a ride. When George got home, he found his neighbor farmer
Renkins
talking to the man with the yellow hat. Thanks for bringing my pig home, George, the farmer said. He got out last night before it snowed. Good work, George, said the man with the yellow hat. there's some cocoa waiting for you inside. That was
exactly
what George had hoped to hear. Skiing, snowshoeing, sledding, and now cocoa. It had been the perfect snowy day. All done.